Hey y'all, Kenny here with my Thompson Center Contender on a fantastic fall afternoon. Thanks for joining me. Now, I've been familiar with the Contender for a lot of years. A friend of mine had one back in the 80s, but I've never owned one until recently. And this quickly became one of my favorite all-time firearms. What is not to like about a handgun with interchangeable barrels that can be chambered in pistol and rifle cartridges, as well as a lot of Wildcat cartridges that were designed specifically for this pistol. So you could hunt buffalo one day with your 45-70 Government, whitetails the next with your 30-30 Winchester, and coyotes the next with your 223 Remington, all with the same pistol. Now if all that don't get you, just take a look at this handgun. This is an early Gen 1 Contender, has the cougar engraving on the side of the receiver. The very definition of simplicity, break action, single shot handgun. Various lengths of barrels are offered for this pistol. This is a 10-inch 30-30 Winchester barrel. I have 14 and 16-inch barrels. You can also get carbine length barrels as well as a rifle stock for this. So this is a very versatile firearm. This barrel came from the factory with a high polished finish. When I got it used, it had heavy rust. You can see in the photo there, it has some deep pits. No way I could polish those out. And so I used my rescue finish, which is a matte finish that hides a lot of blemishes. I've posted a link in the video description if you want to see that process. I guess the main question is, how well does this thing shoot? Well, with my hand loads, on a bad day I'll shoot 1-inch groups. On a good day I'll shoot 3-shot clover leaves, with most of my groups falling in between those two. Now what's amazing to me is that I'm able to shoot it that well. It's really not that hard to do. I actually can shoot this better than some of my long guns. So the group I'm going to show you, I just blued this barrel, put it all back together, dialed it up there. It's not completely zeroed, but this is a pretty representative group of how this gun will shoot at 100 yards. So that group measured 7/8 of an inch center to center. I am the limiting factor. I pulled that second shot. I always know it when I do it. I just can't stop doing it. But that kind of gives you an indication of how accurate this could be. Again, I shoot clover leaves pretty regularly with this thing. More fun than I can describe to you. You just have to shoot it to believe it. You may have noticed the scope I'm using is a BSA Edge. I wouldn't want to mislead you there. This scope wigged out after a real low round count, and I took it apart and fixed it myself. There's a video playlist. I'll throw a link in the description for that as well. If you want a Gen 1 Contender, you'll have to buy it used. There are a lot of them for sale on some of the online gun classifieds. SSK is now making a receiver for about 400 and some bucks. Looks like it's pretty nice. They also have barrels and accessories. You have Bullberry, who makes barrels. You have E. Arthur Brown. So there are a lot of sources for parts for the Contender. So if you're a Thompson Center fan, go ahead and subscribe now. Visit my channel. There are a lot of related videos. And again, thanks for watching.